On that note, with getting kind of like hundreds of emails, I'm sure, every day, like you said, I can only imagine now with I think, the no code movement and just the increased awareness of it right now. Like, how has that kind of impacted your business?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think that like even we started, like people had less faith in like really believing that you can build like a marketplace business like without writing a single line of code. And I think now a lot more people are like actually accepting that idea. Yeah, that really is true. Like, and it's possible to like launch a business without writing a single line of code. And I think naturally, like when you have kind of like achieved that critical mass for the movement, that means that a lot more people are willing to give it a go. So in the past, we were so often hearing this kind of like a sad story, somebody coming to us and say, "Oh, hey, damn it, I really should have like tried you guys like 2 years ago. I wasted now 2 years, and I wasted like $100,000 like dollars like in paying some developers somewhere, like in building this product, and it's still not working. And actually, I would be able to build something better with your tools in 2 weeks." So now I feel that we are getting less of that like nowadays. Like there's way more people are just really expecting that you can start without writing a single line of code, and like that you only need to like build custom stuff at the point where you really are ready, when you really have validated the concept and you're ready to scale.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely used to get the same emails as far as people saying, they wish they would have kind of discovered Sharetribe earlier after seeing about studio time and stuff. So kind of on the note as far as like no code. So I know that like a lot of people sign up for Sharetribe Go and take their idea to live marketplace and get some kind of initial, some initial users, some initial kind of bookings. Then they say, hey, we have these, specific needs that are a little bit more custom. A lot of people right now, I feel like, are looking to leverage no code as much as possible. So with, basically having two products, one that is no code, and then another that is a little bit more specific to as far as kind of being like a backend API as a service for marketplaces. How do you kind of see the future of Sharetribe as far as being, how long people can use no code, or is that just an on-ramp to basically using Sharetribe Flex?
Yeah, I still feel that in most cases, like when businesses become really successful, that at some point they need to do like some variety of coding. Like I think that they're in this space, like Bubble is kind of like an exception, because basically with what you're doing with Bubble is essentially coding. You're just like a bit different user interface. So instead of typing words, you're like dragging visual pieces, but it's a lot of the same thing. You're really building like a database and all that. So and then it's some kind of like a matter of style or matter of taste to me, like which one you think is faster, like a writing code language or writing kind of like a visual style editor. But I do think that at some point you will need like tools that will allow you to build advanced workflows, advanced integrations, and so on. But I think that we are at all constantly kind of like that point in time is getting further and further. So you are be able to get further along like without those tools. And I think that that's also like kind of like the thing for us, that we decided to kind of like start from a clean slate with Flex. We built a completely new product from scratch, and we wanted that to kind of like focus on the other end. So make sure that there are no limitations on what you can do with that, and really work towards this, where you never have to say to somebody, hey, now you need to move somewhere else because you cannot build a mobile app, or because like there's some integration you just cannot add. We first wanted to really get that end so you can scale as much as possible. But now I think that what we want to do in the coming months and years is to also bridge that gap. I feel that right now still the move from no code to code, that gap still exists, and that's still like a relatively big to our customers, and we want to like bridge that and bring you more tools so that the whole transition is smooth, and it kind of like feels natural as it scales with your business.